Hey, you ever poop in a box?
Not since April Fool's Day.
Good one. Yeah, my doctor told me that in lieu of my annual colonoscopy, I could use this Colo Splash at-home colon cancer screening kit.
What, they expect you to crap in that box, and then what do you do with it?
You mail it to them. Look at this. It's Tupperware.
What?
Yeah. Specimen bag, biohazard. Good for me.
God, what kind of a world do we live in where a grown man has to drop a crud in a box like a common house cat and then mail it?
Well, I guess it beats a colonoscopy.
No, nothing beats a colonoscopy. They give you sweet drugs, you pass out, the camera might even poke you in the tingle button, and when you wake up, they give you a cookie.
I was not told of a cookie.
They give you any cookie you want.
Snickerdoodle?
Yeah.
Chocolate chip?
Yeah.
Oatmeal?
Yeah.
TV10 podcast episode. I don't even know. It's been a minute.
0459.
Sure about that? That true?
Yes, I double checked, and we were 0458 before rock business came into play.
Man, it's a month full of rock business. We'll get to that in a moment here.
Yeah.
But I am Bill Frost. Over there is Tommy Milagro.
Hello, everybody.
And what did we miss?
That's a good question, considering I went to my high school reunion.
Why would you do that?
For science.
Well, it sounds like, from what you were telling me in the green room,
Yes.
that you were the most interesting man in the world at your high school reunion.
I know. I never thought I would say those words either, but I guess after 30 years...
So those doomed fuckers have such dull lives that you are the man of action of the class.
I mean... When I have to explain I have a podcast and it's not a murder podcast and people are still fucking interested,
yeah.
It is a bloody mystery. I think maybe it also helps that we have some liquor sponsors like our good friends at Sugar House Distillery.
Oh, yeah.
The lemonade the raspberry lemonade vodka.
That's a good one. Robin, the singer of Magda Vega, calls this the panty dropper.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and again, we've said it before, we'll say it again. Yes, basic bitch sells, but this is how you totally rock.
So, James, if you're listening, which I don't think you are, you might reconsider calling this raspberry lemonade vodka the panty dropper.
I mean, you may have to deal with some legalities and here and there, but
maybe.
You're making money. You could get a lawyer, too. Whereas I, who am still recovering from the weekend, am having a mingle mocktail, and this came from Booze Teak in downtown Salt Lake City.
Yep.
This is the Cranberry Cosmo, so I am pinkies up here in this bitch.
All right.
And trying to understand... Wait, I'm interesting, and more importantly, you're interested about my podcast, even though it's not a murder podcast?
Well, we'd like to welcome at least 2 or 3 new listeners.
Enjoy.
For one episode, at least.
Yes.
We'll see if they stay on here.
Yeah. Well, I know that we have a lot of listeners that are still staying on, such as... from the listener bags, as we go into A block here.
Oh, yeah.
This is from Ted Hansen. And, of
course,
you can always reach out to us either via the X, formerly Twitter, or...
It's so terrible now.
Well, again, how was it better before? Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you can reach out to us on Facebook or the Instagram or TV10podcast@gmail.com. But Ted Hansen, he goes old school with the Facebook messaging and a couple of things here. So he says, I wish more people would watch Lucky Hank. Or
I think we did that one before. Yeah. We talked about that
one
before.
Did we? Oh, okay.
That was from a few weeks ago.
Okay, so
I think there's a newer one in there from Ted.
Here it is. So it's comparing The Bear and Shameless. So The Bear, salvation. Shameless, damnation. The Bear, 3-star Michelin restaurant. Shameless, Taco Bell. The Bear, Beethoven. Shameless, Vanilla Ice.
Okay.
The Bear, Matisse Painting. Shameless. Hustler cartoon.
Cartoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know they have an actor in common and are set in Chicago and are all about family dysfunction, but please, for the love of all that's holy, never equate the two. At the same time, I kind of...
Did we do that?
I don't know, to be honest, because again, still recovering from the high school reunion.
So if we did that, apologies.
But at the same time, we're not wrong either. I mean, we're just on the verge of crossover here. If William H. Macy, has some free time.
Yeah,
I think he does. But yeah, that's all we got here.
All right, fine.
Yes.
We're up here on the Pod Plateau. We got some new stuff coming your way this week.
Oh, there's still new stuff, even though we're in a writer strike and an actor strike?
Well, we're running out quickly here.
Oh, how quickly are we talking here?
Well, first of all, we have the new fourth season today, as this episode drops, of Solar Opposites.
Oh boy.
From it was the guy from Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland, but he got canceled.
Yeah.
So he's not a part of it anymore. His voice has been replaced by Dan Stevens.
Yes, and it's very British, but they manage a way to explain it all.
Well, they basically said, "Why does he sound British now?" He's like, well, "No one's going to notice."
Well, and again, they explained it in the episode. It's like, no, my voice is fine. Let's just crack on here, shall we? So
that is Dan Stevens from Legion. Mm-hmm. And this is the show about aliens. New guests this season include Randall Park, Josh Gad, David Diggs, and Jerry O'Connell as Jerry O'Connell.
Okay.
All right.
And again, this is why you just don't be a dick on real life. Now
we just need to figure out what they're going to do with the voices on Rick and Morty, because Justin Roiland voiced both Rick and Morty. Mm-hmm. So
again, I'm here.
It's time for all you internet clowns who think you can do a good Rick or a good Morty.
Look,
step up.
We've already done we've done a test here. I've proven I can pull this off. I'm just waiting for the dump truck of money to just just pile it up on my driveway, and we'll call it good, Hollywood.
Yeah.
So just get the fuck on the trolley. I could do it right now if I absolutely need to, but do I need to prove it again?
Yeah.
Do I need to prove it again?
Going on to Tuesday, this is what proves that we're scraping the bottom of the barrel here. First of all, Babylon 5.
Oh, dear.
Do you remember Babylon 5?
Yes.
Who gave a fuck about Babylon 5?
Not me.
Yeah, so there's been a movie made about Babylon 5.
Made for TV movie?
Not exactly, no. I think this is from Warner Brothers Animation. So it is an animated Babylon 5 movie.
Oh, I see.
Featuring the voices of original cast members like Bruce Boxleitner, Claudia Christian, Tracy Scoggins.
Yawn.
Yeah, so I don't know who asked for this. I think this was meant for the CW, and they said, nah.
Or was it a case of they said, hey, we want the Orville but without the jokes? Can you produce that? Do you remember Babylon 5? Yes. Okay, let's make this happen.
It'd be Strange New Worlds, actually. There's plenty of funny to be had on Strange New Worlds,
yes.
Though. We ended the season on a goddamn cliffhanger.
It is. When was the last time that Star Trek, and I'm not talking Next Generation, when was the last time Star Trek ended on a cliffhanger like that? I
don't remember, no.
Apparently, I was listening to this with another podcast over at The Office.
What?
Yeah, somebody was in the office. They were doing a podcast.
All right.
And I guess they talked about Star Trek TOS, those old scientists.
Yeah.
And apparently they had a cliffhanger and Best of Both Worlds. So, all right. So I'm just going.
Who knows when we'll get to see the third season of Strange New Worlds?
Yeah, I'm going to go with not in this fucking lifetime here. So once again, Hollywood executives, and especially you, Bob Iger, fuck off.
Yeah. On Wednesday.
Yes.
You think you know everything about the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial?
Do I need to know more? Do I fucking need to know more? Let's start there.
Here's a new docuseries all about it. Yep.
Fine.
And not only is this happening, this is on Netflix on Wednesday. It's called Depp v. Heard.
Okay. And Why the fuck do I need to know this?
Just letting you know that it's out there. And also on the way from Discovery Plus is a Gwyneth Paltrow courtroom drama.
The Park City
docuseries.
drama?
Mm-hmm, yep.
Really?
The drums from Park City, yeah.
Again, this is not just scraping the bottom of the barrel. We are wringing the boards dry.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Coming up on Thursday, here's a bright spot here. Mm-hmm. The second season of Killing It, starring Craig Robinson.
Oh.
Very funny show on Peacock.
Okay.
He played an out-of-work security guard who found out about the Florida Python Challenge, which is a real thing.
Really?
It's a real thing where, hey, rednecks, go out there and kill some snakes. We got too many of them. And whoever kills the most snakes gets a prize.
Okay.
Gets some money. And it's a real thing.
All
I looked it up.
Well, good for them. Good on them.
It's ending today.
What?
Yeah. I know you wanted to get in on it. Did you want to go kill some snakes in Florida?
Well, if by snakes are we talking politicians or actual snakes?
Actual snakes.
Okay, so two things. No. Secondly, to my earlier comment, we're just performance artists, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I'm not from Provo. Let's get that out of the way.
Since the Righteous Gemstones season is over, if you need a new crop of strange Southern characters, this is the one for you. Yeah.
Do we need that? Do we fucking need that?
It's a really funny show.
All right, I'll take your word
really
for
good.
it.
Also on Thursday, Tracy Morgan has a new stand-up special.
Oh, okay. I'm on board.
Tracy Morgan, taking it too far.
Okay.
Such topics include his dysfunctional family, the gentrification of Brooklyn, and that 2014 car accident.
You know, I got some weird gentrification in the Brooklyn area. So, yeah.
I don't think you can do that.
No, that just sounded worse even coming from me.
Yeah.
Apologies, everyone. Don't cancel me.
On Sunday, I don't know who has MGM Plus. Somebody probably does.
Oh,
The formerly known as Epix streaming service.
oh that deal.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Not me, and I know not you.
Yeah, no. Well, I have access to it.
But do you care to use
through
it?
the Jorb? Well, maybe for this. Well, if that series From with Harold Perrineau.
Okay.
It's about, I think we talked about it here before. It is about, we'll get to it in a minute. Meanwhile, this is called The Winter King.
Okay.
It is set in the 5th century, so it's got that vibe to it. It's the origin story of King Arthur.
Oh, okay. All right.
And who do you think is playing young King Arthur?
Let's see. I'm gonna say
Also known as Arthur Pendragon at the time.
not Charlie. No. We've already seen that before.
Right, yeah.
And that sucked.
Yeah.
I'm stumped. Who would it be?
Ian De Casticker, a.k.a. Fitz from Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Him?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Let's just start with why. Let's go to that corner here.
Yeah, anyway, I don't know if this is worth watching, but the series called From, it's a supernatural series starring Harold Perrineau from Lost. And what it is, it's a small town where people accidentally turn off the freeway, end up in this town, and they can't get out.
Okay. Like you do.
You head out of one end of town, you come back in the same way you came in again.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay. And, folks, tell me if you could recognize this sound right here. You know what that is? That's them really scratching the bottom of the barrel.
It's actually really good.
Is it really?
It is.
Okay.
I've watched the first season. I got to get to the second season. It's been renewed for a third. So
All right.
what it is, you're trapped in this town. You can't get out.
Okay.
And also, there are monsters that come out at night that will eat your face.
Oh, like you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got to get the fuck inside when it gets dark.
So basically, it's like 13th South these days. I get it.
Yeah. A little bit like that, yeah.
What was the name again?
It's called From. Not a good title.
From.
Yeah. Not a good title, but, it's an okay show.
All right.
And, so this is what it's going to be like because the writer's strike is,
Wait, I think I can get an actor here. Wait, it's Stephen Amell. We'll get to him in a second here.
Yeah, heels though.
Oh, yes.
Pretty good season so far. New season.
And it's only been like 3 episodes
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
but it is turning out to be a fucking great show. We'll talk about that more when we get to sports. Anything else you got?
I'm not sure about Ace's wig though.
Is it a wig?
I don't know how you make real hair look like a wig like that, but
Well, again, dirty Southern boy.
Right, okay.
It just speaks for itself. So,
and
that-
also
Oh.
I've been see the thing is the main computer here. As we've had this issue for the last couple weeks.
yes, the
It
Commodore 64.
It is an ancient motherfucker, and it was running fine most of the day here.
And then all of a
right
sudden,
before you showed up, fuckery.
So, are you saying I am become deaf?
Maybe,
I am
yeah.
the destroyer of laptops?
Yeah. So watching the Dark Side of the 2000s on Vice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The latest episode was the week before episode was all about what was it about? It's about Lindsay Lohan and tabloid journalism on the rise.
Oh, God.
And this week's episode was all about TMZ, the news. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how they came to be.
How it came about and how Harvey Levin became everything he railed against in the beginning of the show,
Jesus.
where he was very anti-celebrity, bring him down.
Uh-huh.
He became a celebrity and like, oh, hey, I'm here, I've arrived, I'm a celebrity now.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone, I am Ozymandias, or no, I am Ozzy Levin, look on my work, see mighty in despair.
Yeah, and one of the person, the woman who started TMZ with him a few years ago, probably about 10 years ago now or so, she just said, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I got to get the fuck out of here.
He is the worst, fuck all this.
She said, what we're doing here, I can't do it anymore, so she quit.
I don't blame her.
And yeah,
I don't fucking blame her. But here's the thing. When it comes to tabloid journalism, say what you will, it's probably right up there with professional wrestling journalism. It's not going to be respected, but it is journalism all the same. And you have to corroborate shit. And if nothing else, it's a great training for if you ever get into politics to cover that for journalism.
Yeah, we had a pretty good third season premiere of Only Murders in the Building on the Hulu.
I saw the first 3 episodes, and I gotta say, spot on. And Paul Rudd as a douche, my God, he was.
Did you
brilliant.
notice the poster in his apartment for a movie called Sex Panther?
Yes, I was gonna ask you about that,
Yeah.
and I had to blink, and I went, wait, what? Let's rewind this back.
Yep,
Holy shit, Sex Panther.
that was the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was something about Ant-Man in there too.
I think I remembered. I'll have to double check again. And Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
that's the icing on this, or that's the cherry on this murder cake here.
Oh yeah.
And the whole, where have you been? So, where have you learned to act? So, that's the part that kills me.
And also, these are the shows I'm keeping up on. The new season of Billions started.
Yeah. Why did we need it?
Well, because the dads of Showtime demanded it. So we're gonna have a 7th and final season of Billions. Damian Lewis is back.
Yes.
Bobby Axelrod. And what they're doing is Corey Stoll wants to be president.
Uh-huh.
He's a psychopath. And so
Like you do.
So the gang is enlisting Bobby we got to bring this fucker down before he can become president.
It's as timely as the headlines. And do you hear this, folks? Do you hear this? That's Paul Giamatti chewing the scenery.
It sounds a lot like Scraping the Barrel.
It's strange how it just they sound so similar.
Scraping the scenery, chewing the barrel. One of those, yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Okay, and let me just type this in. Scraping the scenery.
Yeah, or chewing the barrel.
Yeah.
One of the two, yeah. And this is not the end of the Billions cinematic universe. There will be a new series coming along, one called Trillions. It's about people with even more money. And one called Millions, about people with less money.
Okay. So we got trillions, and then it'll be what, dimes? Is that?
Yeah, nickel and dimes after that. Yeah.
What about cents? Or is that going to cut into Fiddy's intellectual property?
It's the change cup at 7-Eleven. Really?
Well, at least it's not the St. Jude's cup of hope. So.
And the new and final season of Physical on Apple TV Plus guest stars Zooey Deschanel as the villain this season. But the thing is, she's only really appeared so far as a figment of Rose Byrne's imagination.
Right. And I think we talked about this before. Bangs or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like a blonde wig, though.
I'm not used to that.
It's weird.
Yes.
It's really weird.
I mean, it's on brand because, as we know, blondes are basic bitches. So, I mean, it's science. But with Zooey Deschanel, I don't know how I'm going to take that.
It's pretty weird, but
Yeah.
it's definitely a good show to keep up on.
I mean, you can make the argument that it works if you compare her to her sister Emily on Bones, but but here's the thing: she's like a honey blonde, and I'm assuming she's going to go platinum blonde.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
That's going to be a little Stepford Wives.
It's a little
starring.
weird. It's a little weird to witness, but it's
It works.
she's playing a good villain.
Okay.
Playing a very good villain.
All right.
And so as the weeks roll on here, we're going to be running out of shows. So we'll be revisiting some shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm totally on board with that. I still have Paramount. I could watch the TOS, those old scientists. And that's at least a good first season. Is like 30 episodes right there.
Oh yeah.
So that's easy enough. I could. Well, I'm gonna have to do something that's even worse than scraping the barrel. Unless are we at that point?
I think we are.
Then hit the music.
And sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team!
From the sports desk of the TV10 podcast, we deliver to you only the sport of professional wrestling. And for everybody that was at the Park City High reunion, where I told them I did, journalism involving pro wrestling, you're welcome. So, and here is the glamour that is professional wrestling here. I am going to be writing for SlamWrestling.net. You know, I have an MBA as well, so that's. And again, for everybody that's new, anytime I talk about my Slam wrestling,
did your classmate who got 86 play this game with you?
I may have mentioned it quite a few times. That could explain.
So it's kind of your fault.
Yes, and at the same. Well, first of all, maybe it's my fault. Secondly, we're just performance artists, Your Honor. But this is the glamour that is my job. I am going to be writing about Hidden Strike. Yes, the film with Jackie Chan and John Cena.
Oh, yeah.
And again, we talked about this before.
Yeah.
It's basically Mad Max meets Exxon.
It's been finished for like 2 or 3 years now. It's just been sitting on the shelf.
Yeah.
And it ended up on Netflix.
And it's like Twisted Metal, only not. So I'm going to be reviewing that probably later tonight. So, yay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know.
Oh, wow.
It's okay. It could be a lot worse. But it's not going to be too bad. So. But also coming up in the next couple of weeks, it's going to be AEW. They're going to have their next pay-per-view offering called All In. This is going to be held in Wembley Stadium in London, England. So first time, it's probably been, let's see, what are we in, 2023? It's been almost 30 years since Wembley had a wrestling event or a wrestling pay-per-view. Last time would have been SummerSlam by WWE. And according to the numbers I've been reading, Wembley Stadium is going to be packed to the gills. Tickets have been sold, and there's projecting 72,000 in attendance. That is huge. That is not huge. huge,
Yeah.
with an H. I mean, seriously, the only time you've ever heard of anything selling out that quickly was the original All In before AEW came to being. It was just an independent show that brought in almost 13,000 in attendance.
Whoa.
Yeah, which and the reason I'm bringing it up is because if you pay attention to SlamWrestling.net, because I write there, even though I have an MBA,
No, because you have an MBA.
An argument could be made for both. I recently wrote on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and it's basically a WWE documentary, and and they and it's interesting because the documentary did bring up All Elite Wrestling as narrated by Stephen Amell, as we were talking about, the star of Heels and Arrow, which does segue nicely to the whole kerfuffle, I think is the word, with Stephen Amell. So Stephen originally was not big on the whole SAG-AFTRA strike and the writers' strike. And then he had to walk it back a little bit and just say, look, this is what I meant to say. And I'm like, I stand by my union members. I just wish we could have spent more time at the negotiating table. And I wanted to, be able to promote such things like my show Heels, which I understand his point because Heels Season 2 was in a bit of a developmental hell with Lionsgate and Stars trying to, hash out the details on that. So I get it. But as we pointed out earlier, Heels is turning out to be very good this second season, and there's going to be some big developments in the DWL, the Duffley Wrestling League. Did I mention I also bought the DWL T-shirt?
Okay, is that a brag where I have to drink again?
No, but if you want to drink regardless.
Well, I'm gonna.
I know. So why are you even asking me at this stage? But yeah, I do have that from ProWrestlingTees.com. Not a sponsor. So, but yeah, but all that said, Stephen Amell is now he's with his SAG-AFTRA bros and sisters, and if you've ever seen the photos, he's just looking like he looks like your dog if he did something wrong. It's like, I know, I fucked up, I'm sorry. So. But yeah, and I guess he's been getting a raft of crap from people on the picket lines on that. Scab! We won't do that. We're fucking professionals. We get it. $1 is $1. So, having said that, but here is, and this is the one. Well, there's a couple of things I'm going to end on here. So, as I mentioned, All Elite's going to have All In on August 27th. Here's where it gets really interesting. There are going to be 3 pay-per-views on that day. So in addition to All In, there is the NWA's NWA 75 pay-per-view. That's night 2 of their pay-per-view. That's coming up. I'm going to be in St. Louis that day, so you may get some color commentary from me.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And also on that same note, Impact Wrestling, yeah, still a thing. Still hard to kill. They're having their pay-per-view. I think it's called Impact Rebellion. I believe it is. Sure. So, yeah. So it is going to be jam-fucking-packed with professional wrestling. And finally, this, and I think this is where we're going to end here. So, WWE, as well as UFC, they've obviously combined forces. They are going to be a Voltron of combat sports, and that is going to involve new boards of members. So now, according to the SEC filing, the board of directors for the new merger, which is being named Endeavor, is going to involve a couple of things. So, and this is in the news and rumor section of slamwrestling.net. You know, I write there, and even though I have an MBA. So under the terms of the merger, the board will be comprised of 11 people, six of which are going to be WWE, 5 of which are going to be independent sources. But here's and among those names is obviously going to be Vince, as well as the current president of WWE, Nick Khan. Not to be confused with Tony Khan, and no, they're not related. Let's just get that out of the way. Stop being racist. If I wanted that, I could just go back to my reunion. But here is... No, I'm kidding. Nobody was racist, you know. But here's the part that's really interesting on those board of directors. Triple H, who is currently on the WWE board of directors, will be stepping down. He will not be part of the board, even though he is and I say this loosely here, the chief content officer for WWE. So what does that mean? It means, it's not a good idea to always marry into business here, just saying that out loud. And more importantly, there's always going to be crying in the board of directors because it's sports.
It's sports. Tommy Milagro. Go team.
Yeah. I mean, there's some other names and all that, but honestly, it was like, I could just hear it right now. I can hear people going, yawn. But yeah, it'll be an interesting shakeup in the next few months, and obviously there's going to be some layoffs, so good luck for those future endeavors, WWE and UFC. So.
Yeah. The Golden Globe Awards, remember those?
The Globs?
Yeah.
I remember that. Speaking of racism, what is it you got over there?
Well, the Golden Globes are trying to make a comeback.
Okay.
Yeah. And but the thing is, they can't find anywhere that wants to air it. NBC, the longtime home of the Golden Globes, turned them down. Even they gave them a low ball offer and basically said, fuck off. Mm-hmm. Off you fuck.
Yep.
Also, CBS, Fox, Netflix, Amazon, ABC, Disney, Hulu, Apple TV+, all the Turner networks like TNT, TBS, and all the others. And even the Roku channel have said, fuck off.
Really?
Yep, to the Golden Globes.
Okay, when Roku is saying off you fuck,
yeah.
I mean...
So they're going to be doing this on TikTok probably.
So I can just see how the meetings go. It's like, so you want to do the Golden Globes here? Yes. So is Ricky Gervais going to be on board? No. Oh, okay. What about Tina Fey and Amy Poehler? No, they're not going to be involved. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for your time. Now fuck off.
Yeah.
So... actually, I get an idea. Maybe we should be hosting the Globs.
Right here, live on the pod?
Either on the pod or on the air. I mean, we can do a simulcast. We could pull that shit off.
Yeah.
I mean,
if there's going to be no cast.
And let's face it, the Globs are the best because you can drink. So
yeah, I think
it's in our wheelhouse.
I think you can drink at the other ones too.
No, you got to be tastefully drunk.
Oh,
so the Globs are anything but tasteful. And again, you're all going. No, the Globes are a very tasteful event. Really? Have you watched Ricky Gervais rip the audience apart? Really? And that was just him having a Foster's. Cheers. So.
Oh, Foster's. It's been a while since I've had a Foster's.
Yeah.
Nice, cool one.
Oh, I got an idea. So we packaged the Golden Globes, but instead of Ricky Gervais, Jim Jeffries. I mean, it's Australian, therefore...
It's in the ballpark.
All we need to hear him go is, all right, you're all a bunch of cunts, and that's all there's to it, and let's fucking get this over with. So... Yeah, obviously not the best Jim Jeffries, but...
Yeah, it sounds like something I'd watch.
I would watch the fuck out of that there. So just be prepared for him dropping that word every 5 seconds. and we'll be fine.
Oh, and there's this series on Crackle.
Oh,
Remember Crackle?
yes.
That orange app?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been-
I still have it.
You know, the origins of Crackle actually predate YouTube.
I believe it.
It was around before YouTube.
I believe
Yeah.
this. Except YouTube marketed better. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, anyway, there's a series on there. It's a Canadian series called, God, what the hell is it called? It's such a boring title.
Well,
It's called In the Vault.
yeah, it's kind of implied when you said Canadian, so.
Yeah, it's In the Vault. It's a college murder mystery.
Mm-hmm.
And it was filmed, the first season anyway, it was filmed in 2017 in Utah, in Salt Lake City and Park City environs.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see our own local actress, Dina Marie, in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So-
She was now on that Good Things Utah thing.
Oh, okay. Is that
Yeah.
what she's doing these days?
Well, no, this is like in 2017 this was filmed. The
Okay.
first season was.
Okay.
And also, there's a scene because I remember Alex, who worked as a best boy grip on the series,
Uh-huh.
but he never told me about what the hell it was at the time. I said, "Hey, I need some band posters. I need for some set decoration. I need some rock band posters."
Right.
So I gave him a pile. It's like, "Here you go. I got a bunch of them."
I'm not using them.
Yeah, and so I'm watching this show for the hell of it because I was watching it to catch up because the second season was about to premiere, and I was like, okay, I want to check this show out. Sounds interesting. And all of a sudden, lo and behold, right on the door of one of the dorm rooms, there's a Magda Vega poster.
No shit.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
I posted it on my Insta. You can see it. It was pretty wild. It's like, what the fuck? It's out of nowhere. I was watching this series.
You
then-
made it to the big time.
Instantly, I recognized, like, oh yeah, that's what Alex was doing. Oh yeah. And it's an okay series for a Canadian Crackle series.
Okay.
It's got a hell of a Usual Suspects twist at the end of the first season that carries over into the second season.
Speaking of things you'd never thought you would see on a streaming platform, speaking of Roku, I was flipping through it the other day.
Yeah.
And I noticed Matt Berry's character, Stephen Toast from Toast of London.
Yeah.
He's apparently there's going to be a show called Toast of Tinseltown.
Toast of Tinseltown.
And that's a new thing. So
Yeah.
had we talked about it before?
No. We might have talked about Toast of the Town
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
And the Matt Berry cinematic universe is expanding. If you can't get enough of him on What We Do in the Shadows and watching old episodes of Toast of the Town, you're going to have something new to look at.
Yeah.
And I would also recommend Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, which I believe is on Peacock. It was a one-season British series. It was on Adult Swim for a minute. It's like Matt Berry's first real role,
Yeah.
regular TV role.
Yeah. And again, for those of you that are going, who's Matt Berry? That's Laszlo from What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes.
Come here, Gizmo. I think we've solved your vampirism problem. I do believe we'll get this worked out here, so fucking crack on and we'll get it done. And of course, if you've watched Stephen Toast of London, let me get you into the film of my viewer. So that's that guy, by the way. So
That's who we're talking about, goddammit.
yeah, and I guess the season is going to involve him going to Hollywood so he could be in. And this is the part that's so meta. Apparently, he's going to be trying to cast himself in a Star Wars show.
Okay.
Which is funny because he was in Book of Boba Fett. So no, and again, everybody's going, no, he wasn't. Yes, he was. He was the weird robot butler.
Yes.
When Boba Fett was trying to be a kinder, gentler gangster.
Yeah. Have you watched the new Peacock series Twisted Metal?
No, that's on the watch list. And
Apparently it's blowing up.
yeah,
Doing really well on Peacock.
yeah, it's just dumb fun, apparently. And I guess for fans fans of the video game series, I think it's a bit of nostalgia right there, which again is showing the power of the people who are behind the PlayStation universe. I mean, they did great with The Last of Us, now Twisted Metal, and apparently they're just getting ready to do gangbusters with the Gran Turismo.
Really? Is that the next one?
That's the movie that's going to be coming out very soon with, what's his name? David Harbour.
Oh, yeah.
And Orlando Bloom.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's a thing. And
Cool.
yes, but again, you hear the sound? That's okay. We got some good content right here. Let me grab this one spot. There we are. Let's throw that out there for the
Yeah,
fans.
I'm not really looking forward to this fall.
No. Well, what is there to look forward to this fall other than
A lot of reality shows,
ew,
a lot of game shows,
ew,
a lot of reruns.
ew,
Mm-hmm.
ew,
Yep.
ew.
Not into it. No. Not at all. No.
Well, thank God
in the
I focus on sports.
Yeah, but in the meantime, let's tell the people what they should be watching harder. We've mentioned a few shows already that we think you should check out.
Yes. In addition to What We Do in the Shadows, Reservation Dogs,
Yeah.
the Res Dogs are back. Oh, shit ass. So that has been.
We got the origin story of the Deer Lady. That was nice.
Yeah, that was super awesome. And again, it is that episode's not for the faint of heart. It's kind of like the Bear.
Yeah.
So tread carefully on that one.
Yeah.
We won't spoil it, but seriously, tread fucking carefully there.
Yeah, also in those in that vein, Dark Winds, the second season over on AMC.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cool. Set on the reservation in 1971.
Yeah.
Bit of a murder mystery. Now there's an assassin on the res.
Yeah, but of course, if you need some good crime drama, we have already talked about it. Only Murders in the Building and Justified, City Primeval.
Yes, yes.
And again, crazy fucked up white boy catching another crazy fucked up white boy. It just makes sense.
It just works. Yes.
It's Detroit.
Yeah.
So.
And the current season, fourth season, you might have heard at the top of the show. You'll hear at the end of the show. Tacoma FD from the Broken Lizard Super Troopers guys.
Yeah.
So consistently stupid that you can't miss. You could jump in anywhere with any episode. It's so fucking funny and so dumb.
Yeah.
And so many mustaches.
Yeah. Well, and again, we're doing this just because Strange New Worlds, fucking great season.
And it's over.
Yeah. And
But you can catch up.
yeah, or at the very least, just rewatch Boimler and Mariner, make the crossover. Either that or just watch the musical episode. So on a scale of 1 to Joss Whedon, it was...
Yeah, it's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, it's not quite Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but...
They said that's what they were aiming for. They said that's the bar we're trying to hit.
Yeah.
They got close, but not quite.
Yeah, but hey, worthy effort all the same.
Yeah.
And apparently it's blowing up on Spotify and Apple Music.
Oh, yeah. And the After Party, Season 2, not quite as good as Season 1, but still pretty funny over on Apple TV+.
Yeah, I need to watch that. That's on my list of things to do.
And one of my favorites from a couple of years ago, British series Invasion, also on Apple TV Plus, finally coming back for its second season. It's about your basic alien invasion of Earth show.
To be clear, not Secret Invasion.
No.
Which apparently everybody shat on after the season.
I will join
finale.
that.
Really? You're
Yeah.
that what?
Utterly pointless.
Hmm.
Utterly fucking pointless and useless.
Huh, strange. It just got so cold in here. Is this a frost warning?
No more Disney Plus Marvel shows.
Okay. Well,
Which I think Bob Iger has said the same thing.
except we got fucking Loki coming up.
Okay, there's that. You can have that.
All right. So after that,
We
we're
can have
fucking done.
Loki. What's the other one I like? I liked Hawkeye.
Yeah, well, the problem is branding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Bob Iger's not doing anybody any fucking favors. So, yeah. But yeah, let me think. Was there anything else that we need to tell people to watch harder?
No, but
Wait.
Okay,
one more.
What do you got?
Special Ops Lioness on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
That from Taylor Sheridan.
Yes.
And Zooey Deschanel.
Yeah.
Uhura, alternate reality, and Nicole Kidman as spies trying to get into terrorism and shit. And again, we've seen this before. Difference is these are badass women. So the future is female, ladies and gentlemen. And for those of you that don't like it, well, let me direct you to Barbie. And let me tell you how that's doing.
Don't direct Bill Maher to Barbie.
I kind of feel like he needs to watch it again.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to make a difference.
I know, but I know he's a salty fuck, but at the same time, it's not going to kill him. But if it does, great.
So what?
Yeah. One less thing to worry about.
He had a good run. Why not?
Yeah.
That's enough. And, so I got something to plug here, which might interfere with our recording of next week's episode.
And I got something to plug, too, but go on.
Oh, yeah. The Utah Beer Festival is happening this weekend on the 19th and 20th of August at a Granary, whatever it is.
I think it's Granary.
Granary Live over there on the west side. It's a new venue. Got a gazillion beer vendors, including our own Bohemian Brewery. And... yeah, so both of my bands are going to be playing both days. Dead Zephyrs will be playing on Saturday around 5:30.
Okay.
And Magdavagel will be closing the show on Sunday at 7 p.m.
Wow, you're busy as fuck.
So it's don't know if we can squeeze in a recording next weekend.
Oh. Well, that brings me to the next part, because in a couple of weeks, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be in St. Louis, Missouri for NWA 75, so I might be talking to Billy Corgan. I might be talking to NWA wrestlers like EC3 and Tyrus, because they're going to be in the main event where they're going to challenge for the 10 pounds of gold in a bull rope match, and if Tyrus loses the match and the belt, he says he will be retiring. Completely retired at that point.
It's a good thing he's got that Fox News money to fall back on.
Strange how that works out, huh? And again, for now, so let's get that out of the way.
So, but we could probably remote it from St. Louis, possibly.
We're going to have to figure out the logistics, as it were. Yeah.
All right.
And let's see. Any other things you got to plug?
No, we just asked the people to reach out to us. Instagram.
Not Threads, but X, formerly Twitter. Facebook.
You can find me on Threads.
Oh yeah,
Bill Frost SLC on Threads.
And you can find me, Tommy Milagro, on Threads.
I'm also on Blue Sky.
You?
Yeah.
I tried, and apparently I need to be invited.
Yeah. Well, I've only been on there for a week or so, and don't have a big follower list yet. I think once I hit a certain amount of followers, it will allow me to invite somebody.
All right.
Right now, I have 0 invitations to give.
Literally 0 invitations.
Yeah, it says right up in the corner. It says you have 0 invites to disperse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
So somebody extended me an invite, so I'm on there now, and it's very much like old school Twitter in that it actually functions.
Okay.
They don't do hashtags over there though.
Any edits?
No.
Well, fuck it. Then I don't fucking care.
I didn't notice if Threads does edits or not.
I've never had to test it out. I'll have to figure that out later.
I don't know.
But one thing we should also mention, couple things, that regardless of how you reach out to us, if you want to, if you must do so, you need to follow our other sponsors, like OG sponsor Sugar House Distillery.
Yes.
And of course, you should follow Outlaw Distillery. You should go to Ogden's Own Distillery, the purveyors of Five Wives, Five Husbands, vodka, Madame Patarini Gin. They also got the Porter's Fire, the Porter's Peanut Butter Whiskey. They also got the cans as well. I believe it's Porter's Peach Tea as well. And let's see, Bohemian, as we talked about earlier. But most importantly, and I'm stressing this here, you should buy a T-shirt from us.
Oh, yeah, we still got those.
Well, actually, it's a limited supply now.
Oh, that...
No, seriously. I counted the stash the other day. We're probably down to like 7 or 8 shirts. Two of them are extra large.
Right.
We got a couple more larges, and then the rest are medium and one small.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
So that's how popular these shirts are. So send us an email. And that's just tv10podcast@gmail.com. Put in the subject line, T-shirt me now! And be sure to include your name, your address, your shirt size, and if you're going to do Venmo or PayPal with your Venmo PayPal name. Nope, we will not take crypto. Fuck off with that. Especially you, FTX founder. Fuck all the way off. And again, it's only $15 plus whatever the cost of shipping is. That's how easy it is. We may have to do a fire sale on these one of these days if we have a live broadcast, but for now, that is the way you could support us, because we don't Patreon like basic bitches. Yeah, that sounds like it's going to be a dig to some people.
It's only because we're far too lazy to produce extra content.
Yeah, lazy, busy, tomatillo, whatever. But yeah, that's all I've got. Do you have anything else?
Nope, let's get the hell out of here. Good night, America.
And yes, you, jiggle that handle over on Roku as we head to Tinseltown. Now off you fop.
We've had a lot of fun here today, but colorectal health is no joke. Right, guys?
Wait, what? What are we doing?
Exactly. We all should be asking, what are we doing to prevent colon cancer? Screening is an easy way to avoid serious health risks.
If you're age 50 or over, ask your doctor about which test is best for you. And who knows, maybe your doctor will even poke your tingle button.
So go get screened. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Okay, what is happening? I feel like I'm having a stroke.